has the article up on it on their website, I believe.
Okay, hold on. Go into news.
Because we're gonna stop fucking around.
Okay.
You guys know we always like to fuck around for the first hour, and then now we're gonna get into the topic. We want to get the topics going.
What, Roland? What? Oh, okay. I found it. Right here.
Is it Geek Zone? Is it Geek Zone that has it up?
Disney Fanatic.
It might be Fanatic, but it should be from the last 24 hours or the last 3 days.
Yes. Yeah. It is. Okay, hold on. I'll read
it's
this.
Disney's statement. Just pull it up. I'll share screen.
Oh, I had it.
Is that just potatoes?
All right. Yeah, so Disney Pirates is moving forward.
Disney is reportedly moving forward with the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, and it's already
Did he just freeze?
I'm confused.
Go ahead, Roman. Go ahead.
I'm confused because I thought that they brought Johnny back. I thought that they gave him a big deal. I thought that they signed him back.
Why would he go
thoroughly
back to
confused
that?
Right now.
They're fucking pieces of shit. They treated him like shit. They didn't have his back. Why would he go back to him? I said that 4 years ago when we were doing this show. Why would he?
For 500 mil or right. But I mean, I'm just saying for 500 mil, I would go back. Okay.
So your sellout price is 500 mil. Got it.
Disney is reportedly moving forward with a pirate. Well, listen, bro. If someone treats me badly, but then they're like, okay, I want to come back. I am not.
Roman, you are glitching.
I'm not talking about $500 million.
Roman, hold up.
Okay, let's put it this way, Rowan.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Just for chat. Roman, you are glitching heavily when you share screen. You might want Crimson and or Corey to share screen. Or me.
Okay. I will.
We can't.
I will link you this article.
You're just like splicing.
Anyway,
can you guys hear me now?
More to the point on this conversation. If you're already rich and you have enough money, and then the person who sided with your accuser, who was proven wrong and didn't even consider you to be potentially truthful in the entire situation, said, hey, we'll pay you a ton of money that you definitely don't need to come back and be a part of a series that we totally need you for. I don't know. For me, the spite would win out, and I would say, fuck you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that it's 500 million.
I'll do it for 3,000 llamas. Like,
hold up. Can I interrupt for a minute?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
No, this is a boys only club.
Go get frozen French fries. So I'm gonna steal him. You can have him back in 15 minutes.
You're fine. I'm just tell him to text in private chat when he gets back.
Cool.
Corey, if you're gone for more than 20 minutes, then you have to do a push-up for every minute that you were gone.
That's
true. He will not be gone that long. The store's like 5 or 6 minutes.
Christina, listen. I've allowed you to have him for this weekend. Listen, because he's in slave mode. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you got him. You got him. I'm kidding.
I'm taking him to get frozen French fries. So
exactly.
Oh, go get frozen French fries
in about 15 minutes.
45 minutes later.
Anyway. So.
I could bet that he won't come back.
No, he'll come back. My point being is...
They always come back.
Crimson, is there any way that you can bring that up instead? Because Roman is
working on it.
Yeah.
He's not a fellow artist.
I know. I have it right here. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Dude, relax. I was just
Yo, Marcel, what's up, dude? How you doing,
Chill. Buddy? Calm your nose down, bro. Calm your nose down.
I'm gonna have Rolando fucking bury his dick in your ass.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh wait, you are drinking tonight. I saw you on
the. I may or may not be one margarita deep plus however many swigs of this.
I mean, he did say a couple weeks ago that he wanted to dock me. So, like, I mean,
you guys know I always have to finish.
I never said anything about docking you.
No, not you. Rolando did a couple of weeks ago.
Rolando definitely wants to make you.
Yo, Cammy told me you randomly just said "fuck you" out of nowhere.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Dude, like I said to you though, Roman, call him again. Get his ass in here.
Hold on.
Yo, look at this cool ass fucking mug. It got a trout on it.
Yo, my mug's got a trout on it.
It's cooler than a mug without a trout on it. My other mug has the fellowship on it and a beer in it. Just waiting. Yeah. So because of the wedding I have to go to tomorrow, I have got an ice card today. And as I was walking out, I saw $15 for these mugs. And I caught one that was Princess Leia. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I looked to the left, and it had the whole fellowship on it. I was like, bro, finding something that's actually OG Lord of the Rings is so fucking hard these days. I was like, I'm just going to cop it right now. Because, like, you just cannot find any original Lord of the Rings stuff.
Oh, did I tell you like the other week about like how I had that day where we didn't know if we were going to be able to get any work done because it was outside, cold weather, potentially like rain and precipitation. And I'm just sitting there in my car on the job site, doom scrolling Twitter, listening to the Battle of Pelennor Fields music over and over and over again.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's amazing. You didn't tell me that part, but you told me that you had a day where you couldn't get anything done. That I do remember. But that's awesome. That's awesome.
Cammy,
I'll have to say,
do not go into your voicemails. Cammy, do not go into your voicemails. That's all that I have to say.
Cammy, you absolutely need to get on here and show what he sent to your voicemails.
Do not, no, listen, do not do that. Do not do that.
Do it now.
Do not do that.
Let the world know what he has said. We already know Roman wants to fuck
do it.
I need to see what kind of erotic shit he was getting up to in that call.
Dude, he has had quite a day, so I need him to get on this show.
Now, here's the thing. Would he be at risk of violating the TOS, though? Like, do you think he would be?
I don't know what you fucking
said. What the fuck did you say in that call?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what you said. What did you say?
I'm talking about him in general.
Did you play for Lord of the Ring Gollum for him? Like, what did you do?
No, I just made some noises. That's all. I just made some noises. It's like a 2-second voicemail.
What did you do? Like,
look, my friend, if you make hentai noises into another man's phone and they have a recording of it, this is on you.
What did you do?
I moaned.
I'm not used to this level of scrutiny.
I moaned. This is what I did. I moaned.
All right, so I'm going to talk about the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Has anybody here watched it?
Well, then why the fuck did I pull this article up?
Okay, pull it up. Let's go.
It's right there. I'm sharing my screen. One of you monkeys has to click the button.
I'm waiting for fucking Roman. Because like,
don't call me a monkey.
You're a fucking
Don't call me a monkey.
You fucking
I'm not a monkey. I'm not a monkey.
Here's a banana for you.
I'm not a monkey. I'm not a monkey. Okay, listen.
I'm
not a monkey.
Stop, please.
I'm not a monkey. Okay.
Somehow YouTube's gonna have a problem with this.
I'm not a monkey.
See, the problem is you're human, so by definition, you are a primate at the very least.
Yeah, we are primates.
No, I'm not. No,
What the fuck? Oh my god. Are we going to have this conversation again like fish aren't animals, dude? Yes, we are primates.
Yes, we come from monkeys, but we are not monkeys.
We are primates. We literally are primates. Roman, stop. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. I got a pitch for you guys. Primates of the Caribbean, starring Johnny Depp.
Primates of the Caribbean.
And it's all just a bunch of gorillas. It's all just a bunch of gorillas on a pirate ship led by Harambe.
That sounds like VeggieTales, bro. That sounds like VeggieTales. That sounds like VeggieTales, but like Pirates of the Caribbean. Primates of the Caribbean.
Caribbean is crazy, bro.
Roland, do you want to read this, or do you want me to read this?
Go ahead and read it. Oh Jesus!
Would you please scroll down, Crimson, sir? Thank you. Nah. Hey, I can't read if you. You know what, bro?
You know, bro, what?
Okay, can you please go up to the first paragraph? Thank you.
I forgot that wasn't the first paragraph.
Disney is reportedly moving forward with a Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, and it's already becoming one of the most controversial franchise decisions the company has faced in years. The Pirates series once stood as one of Disney's biggest modern success stories. It launched with The Curse of the Black Pearl, 2003, and quickly became a global blockbuster brand that dominated pop culture for years. Even when the sequels received mixed reactions, the franchise stayed profitable, recognizable, and heavily tied to Disney's identity. But then everything stalled. After the release of Dead Men Tell No Tales from 2017, the franchise's future became uncertain. Disney didn't officially cancel anything, but the momentum faded fast, and the company relationship with Johnny Depp became a major obstacle. Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow wasn't just another character. He was the face of the franchise, and arguably the reason it became as huge as it did. Fans didn't just enjoy Sparrow, they built their love of the series around him. That's why Disney has a problem now, because the reboot is reportedly moving forward, but Disney can't make it without addressing the elephant in the room. Will Depp return, or will Disney try to replace him? According to the latest reports, Disney's new reboot may focus on Jack Sparrow's son rather than Jack himself. That alone is enough to send fans into panic mode. It suggests Disney wants the Sparrow legacy involved, but doesn't want to commit to making Jack Sparrow the centerpiece again. Okay? And even if that makes sense on paper, it is a dangerous move in reality. Fans have spent years insisting that the Pirates can't work without Depp. If Disney announces the reboot is happening without him, backlash will be immediate. It won't just be a few angry posts. It could become a full-blown online campaign against the film before it even starts production. At the same time, Disney may also fear the backlash that could come from bringing Depp back. The studio has worked hard to maintain a specific public image and reintroduce Depp into a major Disney franchise would spark intense media coverage and criticism from those who believe Disney should keep its distance. That's the impossible situation Disney is now stuck in. Bring Depp back and risk controversy, leave him out and risk destroying the movie's credibility with its core audience. To make things even more complicated, Margot Robbie is rumored to be tied to the project. If she becomes the new face of the franchise, fans will likely interpret it as Disney trying to move on from Jack Sparrow entirely. And that's why this reboot feels like a powder keg. Disney wants Pirates of the Caribbean back on the big screen, but Johnny Depp's shadow still hangs over the franchise. Whether Disney likes it or not, the future of Pirates may depend on whether fans are willing to accept a new era without the pirate who made the franchise iconic in the first place. Okay, so when I think of this, the only thing I can think of that
I just have to say something real fast. I'm gonna let you two say your piece before I say mine, because I'm gonna rant.
I mean, the thing that I can think of where like a movie series did like a spinoff, but it wasn't really the same thing. It had ties to the old movies. Like, Roland, you've seen it. Crimson, I don't know if you have. Prometheus. That's not really like, a reboot. That's kind of just like a spinoff.
So it was supposed to actually, Prometheus was supposed to be a reboot, but if you watch Prometheus on its own, it's a good movie. If you watch it in turn, it's not a good movie, it's an enjoyable movie. But if you watch it on its own and not attach it to the Alien franchise, it works. My first thing I was going to say, and I'll let you speak on this before I go on my rant, Roman, but let's just say a crew of entirely female pirates, which is what was the original pitch for this movie years ago, which we talked about on this stream about 3 years ago. Let's just see how a crew of all female pirates does on the high seas with a ton of cutthroat pirates who are GR apers and murderers.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't be able to go very far. They would have to be back in port at least once a month.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Anyway, Roman, I'll let you go before I start ranting about it.
Well, I just want to say, like, I think it's like Prometheus that's like kind of connected to the Alien franchise. I'm trying to think of movies that have connective tissue. If you want to be technical, the Creed movies are sequels to the Rocky movies. That's the only other real franchise. If you want to be even more technical, the Jurassic World movies.
Can I say one thing though? Everything you're mentioning, the franchise was finished.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The original saga was finished. There's not a 6 Pirates movie, and the 5th one ends on a cliffhanger.
As far as Pirates of the Caribbean goes, I find I'm not necessarily as invested in the franchise as you guys are. I haven't even seen all the movies. I think I've maybe seen the first one and like the 4th one or something like that.
Oh, that's the shittiest one, dude.
Whichever one had like the Spanish ghost ship that they ended up having.
Yeah, that's the shittiest. No. That's the 5th one.
Okay, the 5th one.
So the 4th one's the shittiest one. The 5th one's the second shittiest one, and then 1, 2, and 3 in order. 2 is probably one of my favorites because it's got the Kraken, but
either way, I still, even as an outsider for this series, can't really see it being a success without Johnny Depp's Captain Jack Sparrow. It would basically be like trying to make a John Wick film without Keanu Reeves as John Wick.
Yeah. So, if you guys are pretty much done on what you have to say about it, as somebody who has a full fucking sleeve that's all based on Pirates of the Caribbean, and I even have Jack Sparrow's tattoo. Like,
may I just really fast though?
Go ahead, because I'm gonna go on for a couple minutes. So
bounce off of Crimson's point. Crimson, technically, there was a happy medium when it came to Ballerina because John Wick is actually in that movie for a few scenes. So I'm just saying, I see where you're coming from, but technically, Ballerina, John Wick's not like the main character in that movie, but he is in it though. But yes, I get what you're saying though. Yeah.
My point being is that like when it comes to these franchises, what people think of, there are anime out there that are like that, where like you have a series that has a defining character, and then that character is taken away, and all of a sudden everything just fucking goes to shit. I was actually more so thinking of Death Note.
Death Note, yeah.
That's true.
The moment the moment L is taken out of the series, it drops significantly. Now, L isn't necessarily the face of the show, but he's so integral to everything that's going on that once you remove that character, it just becomes meh. Like there's no more entertainment.
I have one that I think might be a little bit more poignant, and that might be Tokyo Ghoul with Ri. As soon as you take Kaneki away, the whole show changes until the end of season 3. Like,
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that because I didn't have a problem with Tokyo Ghoul Ri.
I didn't have a problem with it either. I'm just saying.
I think what that one suffers from more than anything is a bad adaptation. So I think you're kind of off the mark on that one. The reason I brought up Death Note is because it is a good series up until L dies. And once L is no longer involved in the story, it is not the same. It lacks the same sort of feel it lacks the same quality in writing. It's just not as. I feel like you're going to be dealing with the very same thing with Pirates of the Caribbean. It would be interesting. Like it's different for a show like Star Wars that deals with like multiple eras and stuff, where they have successfully transitioned between different eras. With Pirates, though, you've kind of made your name off of Jack Sparrow.
Well, no, it's not even that. Like, okay, I've read all of the young Jack Sparrow books, which came out when I was a kid. If anybody ever gets a chance to find these little novels, they're like 200 pages a pop. They're really good, and there's like 6 of them, and they're all about Jack growing up. And they're really fucking good, and they actually adapted them in the movies, like all the flashbacks you see and things like that, and like how he met Tiadama, and like why he's with other people, things like that, how he gets the curse with Davy Jones, Redbeard, which you guys don't even know about because Redbeard's in the books. Like there's like tons of stuff. I read all of it. I'm a huge fucking fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. So let me just get into this for a little bit. So we have the first movie basically finishes like, because the final book is where they get the treasure and Jack gets like, mutinied. So then after Jack is mutinied and left on the island, like you see that that's the end of the first book, or the end of the last book, I should say. And then the movie comes, and then after the movie, like it just continues, right? So then we're getting the movies after that. But all of these things from the books when he was a kid are what's coming back up. Like Davy Jones and Barbosa and like the Spanish guy in the Salazar in the 5th one, like, and Blackbeard and all these other things, like they're all popping back up. So like this is shit that was actually in the books that's not in the movies. Like they put them in the movies and people are like, oh, this is all fucking stupid. But it's like if you read the books, like it actually does make sense that all these characters are popping up. And it's pretty interesting if you know the lore, right? So as somebody that knows the lore, when you end the final book or final movie with destroying the thing that's holding all of the curses and Davy Jones comes back, and then you're like, oh, we're just going to reboot the series? Fuck you, dude. And like you're going to reboot it with a cast with Margot Robbie and like a full crew of female pirates? They wouldn't last 2 days on the 7 seas. Barbossa's crew would have grabbed and just destroyed them. Destroyed them. Are you kidding me? A pirate crew of women in that sea. You guys have seen the different groups of pirates that live on that sea. You've watched 5 movies of it. Plus the British Empire and the East India Trading Company and the Spanish. There's no fucking way. It just doesn't make sense. And you know what? It's all thanks to Amber fucking Heard that we don't get Jack Sparrow back. It's because of that I have this sleeve. And I'll love it forever because pirate history is the shit. And Pirates of the Caribbean, at least the first 3 movies, are fucking awesome. And I will, in the books, read the Young Jack Sparrow books. Just read them. They're fun. They're really fun. Just like the Young Boba Fett books. They're really, really, really fun. And each one's about 200 pages. It's an easy little flick through. You could read it in less than a day. Super easy stuff. Definitely a lot of fun. And like the fact that Jack would, you prove Johnny innocent and you still like you fucked him over. You knew he was innocent. If I was him, I wouldn't come back either. But one more movie was going to happen. Now you're just going to reboot the whole thing. Now here's the other option. They create this Margot Robbie ship, right? And all these people are on her ship, part of her crew. And at the end of the movie, she finds Jack Sparrow. And then we do the 6th movie. So there's 7 in total.
I could dig that. If that happened, I could dig that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. A full crew of female pirates would never exist. They would get raped and murdered very fast.
In history, was there a group of all-woman pirates?
No.
Interesting.
No. There never was. There was female pirates that people feared and respected, but there was not an entire crew of all females. It did not exist. If you look up Bonnie Raitt,
Yeah, I mean, I think that your option could definitely work. I think like
I'm
if
just saying, I mean, as somebody that has studied pirate history, if you're going to make a story about female pirates controlling a crew and like going into the Caribbean in the world that we know of in Pirates of the Caribbean, that's ridiculous. Like Elizabeth was forced to almost dine naked. She either had to dine with Barbossa wearing the dress or dine naked with the crew. That's what her choices were. You're telling me that there's a crew of females that can go against these people? They were taking on the freaking British Armada. No. It doesn't make sense. I wish I had fucking Jay in chat or like X-Wing in chat to corroborate me, but like by pirate lingo and just history, like this doesn't make sense.
But if they were to do your second option, it would kind of be like
Listen, if
I'm
they're
trying
gonna
to think
do
of
it,
another.
bring Jack back. That's all I want. Like we need to finish up the fucking story, dude. We got Orlando Bloom back. Like we have Emma Watson, not Emma Watson. Fucking Jesus
Keira
Christ!
Knightley.
I said that.
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley. Thank you, Jesus.
The comparison is crazy. Emma Watson and Keira Knightley.
Well, I grew up with Emma Watson. I also love Keira Knightley. I love Nate. You know, those are my big 3. But anyway, that's like insane that you have all these people that came back for that movie just to pop in. And Mr. Gibbs, we still have Mr. Gibbs, bro. Like, use him while we have him.
Yeah. See, here's my
Mr.
thing.
Gibbs
right?
is the fucking G, bro.
Here's my thing. It wouldn't annoy me.
The rumor, hold on, Roman. Give me 1 second. The rumor is that Mr. Gibbs is going to be the one that they find, and he's going to be leading them to Jack.
Here's my thing, right? If this is a reboot and not a kind of like a getting back on course thing, if this is really a reboot, here is the thing. Because in my world, what I love the most, like superheroes, we get reboots constantly. But I would say like 85% of the time, the story is at least somewhat finished. Whereas with Pirates of the Caribbean, the problem is the story's not done.
Exactly.
If I was in y'all's shoes, right? And then
dude, it's like the Game of Thrones of movies. Like the Game of Thrones books, but of movies.
Right. So like, okay.
Like Jon Snow's still laying in the snow, and David Jones is still alive.
Here. This is something that we all in chat can, relate to. Imagine that Star Wars ended with Empire, and then we went like right into Rogue One. Imagine that. Imagine that Star Wars ended with Empire, and then we just went like right into Rogue One. Never got any follow up. That's how Roland would feel.
Well, we've gone right into Force Awakens.
Right. Yes. But that's how Roland would feel. That's like how, to me, it felt when they canceled Andrew's third Spider-Man movie and then went right into Tom Holland. That was how I felt. That's probably how Roland feels. I'm just trying to make it more like layman for chat because I don't know how many people have seen Pirates of the Caribbean, but like it's how I felt when they canceled Andrew's movies and then went like right to Tom. That's how I felt. Crimson, has that ever happened to you where like, an anime or like, a manga got like
for sure.
Like
for sure.
Like the story wasn't finished.
Hold that thought. An anime that got an anime adaptation that didn't get completed and then got a reboot. A shit reboot.
I love you, bro. That's fucking awesome.
What were you pointing to?
I know exactly where
it's Berserk. Oh. Do I need to do it again? Do I need to do it again? Right here? This thing?
You see me run to that rock? You want to see me do it again?
Come on, bro! Do something! Miura died before we got the good the adaptation that this show deserved. What the fuck?
Yo, I made him crash out.
We
bro.
still
Sorry, Chris.
don't have one. Fuck!
Let's see here.
I
mean, fucking look at this.
Oh my god, we broke the string. Until we fucking broke